Jati, niti, kula, gotra, Duragam, Nama, rupa, guna, dosha, varjitam, Desa, kala, visayati, vartiyat, Brahma, tattvamasi, bhavayatmani. Yat param sakala bhaga gocharam, gocharam bimala bodha chakshusha, suddha chit ghanamanadi vastu yat, brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani. Sadhirurmi bhirav yogi yogi hrut, Bhavitam na karanir vibhavitam, buddhya vedyam anavadyam asti yad, brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani, brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani. As we have been discussing, may one meditate in one's own mind that I am Brahman. The Brahman, that is our discussion. So that Brahman is we. So it is not visualizing or empowering, because people generally think meditation means either visualizing or empowering. In fact, like there are seminars, because nowadays because of this COVID, online seminars, you can see funny titles. Earlier it was there, very less, but now it has grown up, that's all. Not that it was not there. Think big, grow big. And the fellow who does this, by selling or bringing this thought, only he becomes big, not thinking big. Then he should sit down and think big, he should grow big. Why he is putting a lot of effort? Why he is doing all these things? You understand? Somebody said like, think big. That was very interesting. Do big. This part I like it. Give big. Accept big. Forgive big. Forget big. Now tell me, at last what remains? But these are the statement, a very fascinating statement. And moreover, when you are not able to forgive, when you are not able to give, whenever you are not able to accept, that time, oh big, at least let me start with small. So this statement hits you. And this set of statements have a real impact. That's why I said it is not something visualizing or empowering. Because by visualizing you will get tired and exhausted. Empowering today, of course tomorrow you will lose the power also either. But these are the horses, matter of understanding. Seeing the limitations of your own habitual way of thinking. And all our habitual thinking is connected to one aspect that we saw and also will be seeing further. So in the verse number 256, today we are supposed to say, says beautifully that Sarvhi Urmivhi Yogaihi Yogi Bhavitam Na Karani Vibhavitam. If we try to look at our life, He says, look, Sadbhi Urmibhi. So there are 6 Urmis. So Urmi means waves. And that always affects all of us. So what are the waves? 6 waves. As the waves keeps coming and going, it's very nicely, okay? As the waves keeps coming and going. So these 6 waves keeps coming and going. It is there. In fact, without that, remember, just go to any ocean. In fact, first time when I saw this, New Zealand Auckland sea, I didn't like it. I'm not telling you jokes. You know why I didn't like it? Because I didn't see the waves. Our lake has got better waves, okay? In India, lakes have better and stronger waves. So without waves, how can you call as ocean? So you enjoy the ocean when there is heat, especially in Indian Ocean, and with heat. When you go, that water hits you, with that smell and of course the water, you enjoy that, you understand? So also life. In life you don't have problem. Then what is life? Don't you think that it will be boring or not? Just imagine your house. Everything goes smoothly. Just for 1 week, okay? Because today many men, so the wife does not do any nothing, okay? Exactly does what exactly you want. Just for 7 days. What will happen to you? Or ladies case, husband does exactly what you want. Vegetable there, okay, we want to go for shopping, please come, take my card, you do whatever you want. So extremely husband becomes good, okay? Indirectly I'm telling you husband, these are the things to be done, okay? So, if the husband becomes extremely good for 7 days, now what will happen? Wife will think, something is wrong going on. Why he is so good, so kind? Maybe he is planning something, you understand? That itself will create a lot of worries and anxiety. I am not telling you jokes, this is the truth, this is the reality. So also men. So that means what? As long as these urmis are there, these waves are there, that long life is fantastic. And what are they? Very nicely it's been said. Sut pipase shoka moho jara mrityu urmivat tarangavatiti. So that means what? Sut pipasa, the hunger and thirst. These two are keeps like always keep coming and going. Thank God. Imagine, suppose, just why 2 days, 1 day, you don't have hunger, you don't have thirst. Will you go crazy or not? You will keep feeding and feeding, okay? Try to check, is my stomach okay? Call friends, call your family doctor. Is it corona, or nowadays you can say, is it corona symptom or new symptom has come? Suppose some writes, nowadays a new variant has come, no hunger, no thirst. Then what you say? Definitely I am having corona. Maybe last night you have taken up to, this, and you have forgotten, okay? So if there is no hunger and thirst, definitely you will not enjoy. Shoka and moha. Shoka means grief, moha means delusion. Attachment out of attachment. If that is not there, life is not really comfortable either. But people will say, what is there to live? For whom to live? I need something to hold on to. Hey, look, Swamiji, my children ran away from me. My family ran away. Then tell me, what is there to live? I feel like coming to you and stay with you. Don't worry. If you come to me, that will be worse, okay? I am the worst child, I am the worst father, I am the worst mother, okay? Hopefully I will not become worse husband and worse wife, okay? coming back to the point that this moha and shoka and moha, that also continues. And the third one is called, third pair, jara mrityu. So jara means geriatric problem, all old age things. Mrityu, death, means any sense of loss and death. So jara basically means what? What is your geriatric problem? Your body starts making noise so that you cannot walk. You understand? Tooth falls down, so you have to go to dentist. Dentist says, sorry, I cannot do anything, I have to only give you a duplicate one. Hair falls down, so you go to somewhere, that fellow says, look, don't worry, I'll give you a false hair. So everything you start living in falsehood, you understand? That is called geriatric problem. Sometimes you don't understand what is what, which one is truth, which one is not truth. So because people live in the falsehood, however, so jara and mrityu. So this sense of losing creates fear, death. So these six are called urmis. Remember, some way or other, these six things keeps bothering each one of us. If you look at, especially I am talking about Indian women, I don't know, sometimes it is a curse, to be very honest. Morning, not morning, I made a mistake. Night when they go to bed, they think what to make breakfast. Morning they get up in the kitchen. Night 12 o'clock you see, or 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, they are in the kitchen. Only cooking. Which can be done very fast. But they feel very comfortable. And especially if 2-3 ladies are there, that's a gossip will continue. You can see the amazing thing, and I have noticed personally, generally I don't enter, but I observe, especially in ashrams, okay? When there is some program and other things, you see. So when 3, 4, 5 ladies join together, Mamma mia. No man can enter, and as a rule, man should not enter, okay? What they do, what they don't do, don't look at. Only you have to remind them, hey, look, time is going, time is flying, time is flying. This my time is good. If you do not tell, that's all. You may get lunch at a dinner time. There is a possibility. However, the point here is that the food, the hunger and thirst, always in the back of the mind. And interestingly, one is supposed to meditate upon that first. Because the truth, the reality on this hunger and thirst is this, that. Very nicely they say, which are really to be observed, which is very nice, I really enjoyed that. Before hunger comes, the habitual or the pattern of getting hungry reminds us. We have a lot of experiments regarding this. One of the experiment was done with the dogs. So whenever the dog was being fed, before feeding the dog, there will be a bell, ting 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 ting. Then food will be given. Now the dogs associated that the bell sound with the food. After doing this thing, once the dog was being fed properly without bell, so their hunger is taken care. After a few minutes, the bell was hit, the bell rang, And all the dog went crazy. They wanted food. And because the food was delayed, they made a big mess. So what does it mean? So I gave the dog example, I did not give human being example, okay? Please, this much respect you should have, okay? That's all, nothing else. So that means what? Long before the hunger comes, there is a pattern, there is a habitual hunger. What we call as a timely hunger. And that timely hunger has nothing to do with real hunger. Can you see this point? That is to be understood first. This is the first step. Second step is, that is why when you spend time when you do meditation, these are the things, minimum things to look at, to be looked at. Always time comes, especially in old days, or whenever you become sick. You go crazy. Remember, any animal, when they become sick, they are very happy. They get into cocoon. Completely isolated. Whereas when a human being becomes sick, needs all sort of attention. What a creature, we human beings, can you see this point? The moment we are sick, we need all sort of attention. Look, when I was not good, you did not call me, you did not reach me. Complain also. So, that time if you do not know this point, definitely you will go crazy more. That's why first step is understanding the hunger, not a timely hunger. Second step is, you can understand what is hunger. There is something called hunger and urge to eat. So hunger and urge to eat, there is a big difference. Sometimes you are hungry, but there may not be any urge to eat. Have you not observed? Suppose you are hungry, but your mood is not okay. But you are hungry. So when mood is not okay, there is some issues in you, psychologically, physically also. Especially psychologically. Now what happens to you? That hunger just goes away. So the next step is understanding the urge to eat. That means hunger comes first. Real hunger comes first. Urge to eat is a little higher. Then after understanding urge to eat, need of food. Understanding the need of food. That is third level. Because urge may be there, but body may not need. That's why nowadays a multi-millionaire business is one multi-million business. What is that? Cutting fat, removing fat. There is one particular operation in the body, one particular portion you have to remove, they remove from the stomach, so that you cannot eat more. And the ladies go crazy, especially. One lady told very nicely, Swamiji, if a God comes in front of me, do you know what I'll ask? I said, you will ask for good husband, good family, all this, everything good. Swamiji, this is old things, okay, please. I said, what? I can eat anything and everything, but I will not be fat. This is new. Can you see? I can eat anything and everything, but not fat. Because ladies go crazy. I am not telling you jokes. To maintain their entire body called zero figure. Zero, zero. They will zero, zero. Because you have to talk pronouns properly, okay? Zero. They go crazy. Not to eat, not that's why this gluten free, this free, that free. You understand what I'm trying to say? Let me not get into in details, but don't worry. Our Indian woman, they gulp anything and everything, okay? Why to throw this? So your tummy is a dustbin, yeah? Why to throw? Who asked you to cook more? Okay, nothing wrong. At least throw it. No. So there are two dustbins. One is external dustbin. In fact, 3 dustbins, okay? For Indian woman, 3 dustbins. The first dustbin is child. Husband or child. So husband is a very good dustbin. You understand? Please eat, please eat, please eat. For husband, if he doesn't understand, finished. If not child, with force. Eat, eat. You should be fat, you should be good better. Poor child doesn't want to eat. What can poor child do? So the first dustbin is either husband or child. Second dustbin is their own stomach. They dump everything inside. If that dustbin cannot take, third dustbin is refrigerator, fridge. What a life. Huh? So at least don't be somebody's dustbin, okay? This is what indirectly I am hitting you all, okay? Hitting you all. Nothing else. No means no. Sometimes I become dustbin of people, okay? Don't worry. Like there is a beautiful story. I'm sorry stretching a little bit today. I'm in a good mood, jolly mood. This is a real story. It's not my creation, okay? Many stories I create, okay? But this is what I heard. I am telling you as it is. There is a Swami here. So in Delhi, I can give the place name, Delhi. So he called, look, I am coming. So one lady said, okay, Swamiji, please come. Long time you didn't come to our house, please come. So the lady was very happy and made some food. So Swamiji reached late because train was delayed. So he had some food. He came. So then it was almost night, 10:30, 11 o'clock. So the lady said, okay, Swamiji, you are very happy and welcome. Please have food. Swamiji said, sorry, I cannot. No, you should have. Sorry, I cannot. Because I don't feel like and I am full. No, Swamiji, I have made with so much love. Please, Swamiji, on the first day you are coming, you need to have something. Swamiji said, okay, if you say so, I can have some water. Maybe you can give little bit sweet, that's enough. No, Swamiji, I have made with so much love. I understand you have made so much love. Tomorrow morning I have also breakfast. I can have breakfast. You can make some other thing in breakfast. No, Swamiji, I have made so much love. You can have little bit something from everything. Swami said, no, I cannot. Then the lady says, Swamiji, if you cannot have, then there is a problem. Now, what is the problem? Because I don't have any dog. You understand? If the dog is there, then I can throw it. That means this food will go waste. The Swami thought, what? I am a dog or what? I am your dog or what? There are people, they just talk just like that, it comes out. So that is in India, we call it freedom of speech. In present generation, freedom, I must be allowed to talk. Swamiji, you should give a chance me to talk. You understand? Please, yes, I allow you to talk, nothing wrong in it, but talk sensibly, okay? Don't express your stupidity. It's better not to allow you to talk than allowing you to talk or express your stupidity. However, so understanding the need of food, because this is a very good point to understand. If you can manage also same thing, same process with reference to drinks. This can be achieved spending longer time in meditation. Hours together. Starting with 3-4 hours. Suppose evening one day you decide, let me sit down. You do not say that I will not have food, nothing, sit down. So after, your time is 9 o'clock, whatever 8 o'clock dinner, mind will start suggesting 8 o'clock already. And worst thing is that day you will hear everything, all the sound, okay, in the house. Even if there is no sound, everybody understands you are in meditation today. They think they will not understand you are meditating, maybe you are angry. So your wife or all other children, they will be very careful, let us not make any noise. Papa is not okay. Or Mama is not okay. But you will hear everything, okay, in details. This is one level. Then after that, you try to overcome that. Then the hunger will come. That you have to overcome. Then urge of hunger will come. That also you need to overcome. Then need of food. So once a person understands this, now the hunger and thirst will never make you crazy. Can you see this point? I have seen, this is the secret, many people know also this. All the Swamijis, including me, are sold, destroyed, sold means destroyed, okay, by the food. Feed them nicely, they are destroyed. I cannot forget one girl, she is now married and having children, family. She was young that time. I think she was like some 13-14-year-old girl. I think so, believe that. One day she shouted at me in front of her mother. I cannot forget this shouting. The way she shouted at me, I cannot forget. In front of mother. The language was, I was thinking, Swamiji, I was thinking that you are smart, intelligent, but you are the dumbest fellow in the world. This is the language he used. Mother got so angry. You understand what I do? No, let me talk, let me allow. I want to talk today. I said, okay, tell me why you say you are dumbest fellow. Don't you understand this much? I said, what? My mother now is feeding you nicely. After feeding you nicely, is eating your brain hours together. You don't understand this. Now tell me, who is the smartest, my mother or you? I was thinking you are a smart person, but you are the dumb person. He feeds you nicely, after that keeps eating your brain all the time. True. I really understood till now. I appreciate that girl. Really. True. So, please understand, many people are destroyed through the food. In fact, you can see the relationship always happens mainly through the food. Have you not observed? It's a very strong part without our knowledge. It is just built. That's why we have a habit while we go to somebody's house or something, carry some fruits, carry something to eat. And if you want to buy a child, destroy a child, carry some chocolates, whatever child wants. So child case, we are grown up children, okay? So what I am highlighting here is this is natural, nothing wrong in it. But one need to understand these steps. Can you see this point? I am sorry to stress this verse, but this is what the truth, this is really reality. So once you understand the need of the food, you will discover no food will create any disturbance for you. You will try to understand the motive of the person who is serving. You will try to understand the energy of the food, how it is being cooked and the source. But definitely you will be least bothered about the types of food. Can you see this point? You will be able to adapt anything and everything at any given situation except energy part and other aspect. Because you understand the need of food. So also need of thirst. There is a beautiful life example goes, I forgot the sadhu's name. Okay. It's a North India story. I'll let you know the name of the saint. This is the example of hunger. Thirst, not hunger, thirst. This is sadhu was very thirsty, was walking in the desert. And came across a butcher. And a butcher, you know what they do is, they keep the water in the, leather bag. That is what their habit. And he was so thirsty. So he said, look, I am so thirsty, can you give me some water to drink? So the butcher said, oh great Mahatma, you are such a Mahatma, I cannot give because I am family. Doesn't matter, give. And the water was being given. This great saint took one sip. Whatever he could take once. After that, when this butcher was giving water, he said, stop, no. He said, what? Why? Please have some more you need. He said, no. My need is being taken care. Had I not taken this much water, I would have been dead. So the need of the thirst is being taken care. Now I cannot take water from you. Can you see this point? Because if I hold on to that, you are holding water in a leather bag, I should not, then I will die. So understanding the need of the thirst. Can you see this point? It's a very nice example. I'll let you know the great saint name. So here, through meditation or spending time with yourself, try to understand the need of the food and need of water. So in short, understanding hunger and thirst and their mechanism. Second one is shoka moha. So shoka means grief, moha means delusion. Remember, this shoka and moha will keep continuing. In some form or other. Unless you are very careful and clear, alert. Because if you do not have any attachment towards anybody, anything, you will get attached to non-attachment. Especially this corona has destroyed many family, many people. Like we saw one news, one family in India, 15 months have not come out of the home. 15 months they have not come out of the home. They have never seen the sunlight. The father and one son, they only were going out to buy the food, whatever. Mother and two daughters, they never came out. The fear of corona. It's not a fear of corona. Attachment towards non-attachment, not going out. Do you understand? Finally, they were being rescued by the police. Police had to interfere to bring them out. Now they have been put in the proper hospital for mental treatment. It's not one case, just one case has come to the limelight. There will be hundreds of cases, okay? Don't worry. So here, attachment towards non-attachment is more dangerous than attachment towards any object or a person. Can you see this point? Once you are comfortable with your own space, especially all these modern people, okay? You all are comfortable. Comfortable means what? Attached. With your own space. And you cannot adjust, accommodate in any other place. Can you see this point? So this is nothing but another type of attachment. So here is being highlighted this moha, delusion, which comes out of the attachment. In fact, wherever there is attachment, there will be delusion. You cannot think anything. You cannot think properly, rather, this word. You cannot think properly with reference to attached object. Try. A doctor who can do 10 operations beautifully every day, that to critical operations, will not be able to do a small surgery for his son or daughter. Why? Because there is attachment. So with reference to attached object, mind does not function. In fact, your rational mind always becomes irrational. I would rather say rational mind becomes not irrational, becomes logical to support your attachment. Understand this concept, okay? Your rational mind becomes very logical to strengthen, to support your attachment. Have you not observed? And suppose somehow it becomes detached, because where there is attachment, there is detachment. Like, compartment. Puju Swamiji used this word, okay? Compartment. Railway compartment, okay? Gets attached to the engine. Again gets detached. So wherever there is attachment, whether you like it or not, there is detachment. So without detachment, there is no attachment, okay? Please understand. Now either you are attached or you are detached. Same thing, when you are detached means when you are angry with somebody. Your rational mind works in what way? Very logically, very nicely, to prove your hatred or detachment, to strengthen your detachment. Have you not observed that? Which is equally dangerous, which is not healthy at all. That's why with reference to attachment or detachment, if the mind starts supporting your attachment or detachment, you need to look at very carefully. Generally people don't look at. That's why sense of loss, sense of regret comes. In attachment time, if your mind starts supporting, later on when things go wrong, oh God, I made a mistake. Detachment time, when mind becomes logical and supports, then later on, oh God, I should not have done. This oh God, poor God doesn't have anything to do, okay? Only gets curses from you, oh God, okay? So here he says, Soka Moha, because which keeps coming, because these are the part of our life. Without this you cannot. And third one is called Jara Mrityu. Whether anything and everything is sure or not, Jara is going to come. Geriatric problem is going to come. Even if you color your hair nicely, don't worry. Deep within you know how many hairs are grey, okay? Or all hairs are grey, like look me, okay? I remember somebody told me, Swamiji, I started getting grey hair. I said, good. That means you are matured. Swamiji, in your case, it looks nice. In our case, not my case, person will not, that time suddenly me becomes our, you understand? In our case, what can you tell to that person? Okay, enjoy. So, everybody will have geriatric problem. It has to come. And along with the geriatric problem, death, sense of loss. Now what one need to do? This third urmi, because I took this one word, I am taking lot of time, because this is the practical day-to-day our life. So third urmi, 6 type of waves. Like wave has got up, down. So this 3 pairs of urmi, waves, has got up and down. It should not affect me. I should be untouched by it. Yogi hut, ayogi yogi hut bhavitam iti. So that means what? You need to meditate upon this. So this 6 types of waves, they does not affect the heart of yogi. And interestingly, please understand, that means if these 6 things are affecting me, that means that is not me. Na karanaihi vibhavitam buddhi avedyam. And of course, na karanaihi. So not by this, karanai means by the sense organs, vibhavitam, grasped, buddhi avedyam, not even knowable by the intellect. Anavadyam, all the time. Astiyat, it remains, it is. And what is that? That is called Brahman. Tattvam asi bhavayatma. So that means I am not this 6 urmis. I need not be affected by 6 urmis. Let the waves come and go. Without waves, life is not beautiful. But let me not drag or carried away with the waves. If I am carried away with the waves, definitely either I am affected or I may die. That's why spending time recognizing hunger, recognizing thirst, recognizing grief, recognizing delusion, recognizing geriatric problem, also seeing, recognizing death. That's why you can see beautifully, carefully. Especially when death comes. Interestingly, death does not give any notice. That's very sad part, okay? Thank God also. If the death gives notice, everybody will try to put lawyers. How to postpone. So thank God, death never gives notice. But if you are careful little bit, you can notice when death is coming. Maximum cases, without their knowledge, they know when they are going to die or their death is nearer. In short, have you not observed this? Before death, generally the person becomes naturally nice to everybody. Very goody. Maximum cases, some cases different, let us not talk. Very accommodating. Some people go one step ahead, say sorry, everything, they resolve everything to make sure that nothing is left behind. So that means almost many of the people understand, or somehow without knowing they know that death is coming. Imagine if death is there all the time with us. Any moment it can be last moment for any one of you, not for you, for me, okay, at least. Because if I tell all of you, so you say, Swami, thank you, tomorrow no class, okay? So you let me put in my name, okay? So no problem, I am ready, okay? I am already dead person, I don't mind, okay? I love to go. So, if death can come at any moment, if I am ready for it. Now tell me, what can frighten me? Nothing can frighten me. So this is to be handled carefully, seeing the habitual pattern, and parallelly, who am I? I am none other than Brahman. And the Brahman, that is our subject matter, that we have been discussing in details all the time. This is to be done. This is really to be spent time more and more for oneself. More of it we'll see tomorrow. Please close your eyes. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya